Good morning. It's Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm Ariana Newcomer, Dove Oracle Priestess, and our topic today is the shadow knows. Some of you may know about that old show. I think it was a radio show. It was before my time too, but it's kind of a famous title. I'm going earlier today because I unfortunately have car issues that I have to deal with later. So apologies to those of you who normally pop in right at 9 a.m. Pacific. So last night I attended a beautiful, wonderful fire ceremony, equinox fire ceremony. And we did a shamanic journey, and I received some really incredibly powerful images and visions that I will be integrating and digesting and understanding for quite a long time. And at the end of that process, the leader reminded us that our inner work never ends. And this is something that I became aware of. When I started doing my personal work in my 20s, I thought at a certain point I was going to be just done and then I could live my life. And then I discovered that no, the inner work is always ongoing, and there's always another level, another layer to uncover, to discover, to heal. And that's part of what we do in the Wise Woman Immersion. It is this ongoing healing, bringing ourselves to the next level of our own deep healing, while at the same time helping to create healing in the collective through a practice that we do called subtle activism. But let's talk about shadow. What does shadow mean? You've probably heard it talked about. Shadow is parts of ourselves that we don't like, or we have been told to be ashamed of, taught to be ashamed of, that we have stuffed away and put into the background. That can be the part of us that's angry. It can be a part that is ashamed, and it can be a part that is arrogant, and a part that is perhaps overbearing, or considered to be too much. I know I got that you're too much when I was a kid. And then we tend to push those parts down, and we put them away, we hide them because we don't feel good about them, and our culture tells us that we shouldn't feel good about them. But they don't go away. They're still there. And I liken hiding our shadow parts to trying to hold a beach ball underwater. If you've ever tried to do that, you know it's nearly impossible to do. And it's always going to fly up when you least expect it, and probably smack you right in the face when it does so. So it's really important for us to come into this place of self-love and partnership with self, which is a thing that we work a lot with in the Wise Women Immersion, is creating this sense of partnership with self. And that automatically begins to create partnership with others. And we honor and love our shadow parts. One of the tools that we use to bring the shadow parts into our consciousness and to work with them in a loving way is the process of soul collage, which is a process of creating our own oracle cards, if you will, with images that are meaningful to us. And we actually create the meaning of the cards. So it's a very, very rich and profound practice. And some of you may have, hi Lisa, some of you may have attended the 5-day Claim Your Wisdom challenge that we did a couple of weeks ago. And women got wonderful results from doing these short practices for 5 days for claiming their wisdom and giving themselves this permission to own their wisdom and voice their wisdom. And 5 days is a really short period of time. Yeah. How many of us have taken workshops, like a weekend workshop, or even 6-month training or even a year-long training sometimes. And you get to the end of it, and then a little while later, you're going, dang, the same issues are back up again. Oh, what's the matter with me? Well, this is being human. This is what we do. And so being in a container, putting yourself in a container where you have ongoing support for doing that inner work is really, really important. What kind of container it is up to you. There are so many different ways. You can do another course. You can work with a therapist. You can work with a coach or mentor. You could take a program like the Wise Woman Immersion, in which we are doing lots and lots of these kinds of things. Hi, Vicki. So this shadow work is just so, so important. And I really want to encourage us all, when that stuff comes up again, instead of going, oh no, the same thing is up again. I thought I did this. I thought I healed it. I did that 5-day challenge, and now I'm stuck back in the place I was right beforehand. It takes time. It takes time, and it takes support, and it takes a lot of self-love, and it takes a lot of ongoing developing our awareness in different ways and giving ourselves different opportunities, sort of coming from different angles to address those same issues. And in truth, some of those kind of shadow issues may never go away, but we learn how to work with them in a way that helps us move forward in our lives with love and in this spirit of partnership with self. So if you have had that experience of having, dang it, I did all this work and now this stuff is coming back up again, I invite you to talk with me about the Wise Woman Immersion. We're still enrolling, and it is a beautiful, beautiful journey. And the women who have done the work have incredible testimonials. I'll pop the course page link underneath here, and you can read and watch some of their testimonials. This is a time for us as women, especially women who are in some kind of transition, to really honor ourselves and do things for ourselves. Because we tend to just give. But the truth is, when we don't heal ourselves, those shadow parts continue to run us unconsciously. So one of the best things we can do for ourselves is dance with our shadow, treat it with love, learn the lessons, and reintegrate those parts so that we become more whole and complete as both human and divine beings. I look forward to talking with you